It's a new day, it's a new group for the North American side of things here at the DreamHack Masters Spring 2020, and we've got a big one to kick things off. It's EG taking on Cloud9, and to talk this through with me, I've got Pimp and Potter to just delve into how crazy this could be, because this was a few years ago we may have been saying, okay, this is going to be a banger of a matchup. Then people slept on Cloud9 for a while, but no, they're back in it fully strong. They managed to take down EG last time around, but I think that's where we should start with EG, because these guys at the moment, they're going through a bit of a turmoil, I would say.
By results, it's not looking good, surely, but I don't think it's that bad, to be completely honest. If you look at the results, yeah, they've lost a few games. Lost to 100 Thieves, they lost to Cloud9, and they lost to Gen G. All those games, though, were 2-1, and all the games were super competitive. So, yes, they're not off to the best start with Zeus, but playing-wise, it's not that bad. It's more the results that we need to see.
And not only that, but now it's been over a month since we've seen EG competing in an official match. And I think since Zeus, he's getting more comfortable. He's starting to figure out how to really utilize this team. I mean, I'm fully expecting a completely prepared EG to come into this series today.
Yeah, we really do want to see a completely prepared EG show their face, especially in this matchup, and especially considering they lost last time around they faced Cloud9. But let's hear what EG had to say before they got into this game.
Geniuses!
Yeah, Cloud9's been looking really good. We played them in a couple of scrims and they play really well. So I think people know now that they're pretty good, but I don't think we really felt any pressure.
Starting to flood. Breezy flooded, but only one and two heads rolling already. They can't advance. Breezy's just locked the door, and he wants another one. Breezy's making quite the announcement of his presence.
Yeah, it's definitely different playing at home. We're not really used to it, but we definitely have been working on keeping everyone focused and hyped up just over the comms. Versus Cloud9, we know that we definitely have the higher skill level, and we definitely have the better tactical play, so we should definitely beat them.
So much like a lot of other teams from the region, EG's certainly not enjoying the online side of things, but at least they are respecting Cloud9 with this one.
They should. Cloud9 have been playing well, and Christine, obviously you're following the NA scene closely. Would you agree that Cloud9 and both EG are two teams that, if you look towards the future of NA Counter-Strike, that's probably what you have to look towards, right? They're both teams with great young players and both teams that has a, I would say, bright future ahead of them.
Oh, absolutely. And it's just like you said, Jacob. EG, sure, they've got some losses under their belt, but I mean, take a look at Breeze, take a look at Ethan, their stats, it's monstrous. Even Tarek, he's starting to liven up, and I know his stats, they've been suffering, let's say, in 2019. So, I mean, EG, certainly just a little bit of a push, and I think absolutely they're going to be the #1 team in NA.
But it's Cloud and Proud, as you can see down below, right? And this is because this is a super different Cloud9 than what you would have expected, and also one that is very motivated and hungry, and we know how dangerous that can be in that will to win.
We've seen glimpses of it, right? But I think we should hear what the players say, James.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
So coming into the match against EG, I think we're still a little bit of an underdog. I think they did underestimate us a little bit last time we played them, and I think they'll prep a little bit harder against us this time. So we're gonna have to play pretty good CS, make sure that our prep work is good as well, and yeah, hopefully we'll come out with a win.
Stan will try and peek ahead of it likely. Just before it blooms, he wants to take a little glance towards the site. Now he continues their advance. Sonic flash to delay and peeking back in. Perfectly line up. Wow. One bullet, 2 kills. And Ethan staring at the corpses of his comrades.
Individually, against EG, I think we match up pretty well. I think their teamwork might be a little bit better, but it just depends on, honestly, whoever is hitting the shots that match. I think we both played pretty aggressive styles, so hopefully we come in pretty crisp. We're definitely going for a deep run in our group. We've played all these teams before and we beat them before, so I think we're coming in pretty confident. And yeah, we're expecting to top our group.
I love OC. I love the confidence. I love the fact that he said they're expecting to top their group, because so they should, right? They should come away with a win. But matching up individually against EG, I'm not quite sold on that.
Those are some big words. Those are some big words. But I mean,
He's
once
really
again,
trying.
I love the confidence. Yeah, and that's exactly right. I mean, these Cloud9 individuals, Sonic, you saw his op highlights there. That's the kind of potential they have. I mean, when he starts popping off and hitting those shots, yeah, certainly they can hang individually.
Let's see if there's any potential that's going to come from this veto, because that's what I want to see next is what maps we're going to be playing. Now, last time around, they played Overpass, Nuke, and Dust 2, and it was 2-1 in favor of C9. Has EG been able to change anything up? We're going to watch this go down.
Well, no overpass this time around, and that makes sense. Dust 2, the pick of Cloud9, makes total sense to me. The Nuke pick coming in from EG, a map that they historically have been very well playing on, especially Breeze and Ethan. Watch out for those two on Nuke, especially on that CT side. Some of the best defenders to ever play the game, I'd say. Train as a third and deciding player. Makes sense for both teams, I'd say. I was kind of hoping that we would see a new veto coming in from Evil Geniuses now that Christine said they've had a month off to practice. Seems like they're still playing the same maps, so probably they just figured out a way to win them now.
Yeah, really heavily in towards that Nuke. I'm a little worried, I gotta say, about Cloud9's Dust 2. I'm glad to see them just re-picking that, but we gotta remember just a few weeks ago, they played versus Liquid on that and they got spanked 16-5 on that Dust 2. And their CT side, it was suffering. So, I mean, surely I'm hoping to see a different kind of defense coming out of Cloud9.
Yeah, and I just want to pick up on that Dust 2 discussion, right? Because if you look towards Evil Genius, their win percentage are only 33.3. They lost 16-14 against Gen G. They lost 19-17 against Cloud9, and then they lost twice against Liquid. Those are not bad teams at all, and all games have been competitive. So EG are by no means a bad Dust 2 team.
No, they can certainly make it competitive, and that could be the real difference maker here, right? If C9 can't pick up that Dust 2 pick, then we could be looking at EG coming out swinging, could be looking at them taking control very early on here. It's going to be an exciting game, though. I'm really on the fence of it, because I completely thought Cloud9 wouldn't have a chance early on in this. Then they showed us the results they could manage up here online. But guys, that music's playing once again. It's time for us to get ready for the game. It's time for us to go to a break, and when you come back, it's time for EG to take on C9.
Well, would you look what the cat dragged in? We're back, and we're back for more North American action, baby. It's DreamHack Masters Spring 2020. We've got ourselves a fresh group here for North America today, Launders. We congratulate Furia for moving on yesterday. We give our condolences to Chaos for going home, and now we start a fresh look. Cloud9, Evil Geniuses. A matchup that we've got some recent results to kind of take a look at, but a matchup that I think is still very much in question and not quite clear as to who the favorite is.
To be real, we all anticipate, there's a thought in our heads that EG could come out last in this group if they're not careful. Spotty results in the road to Rio, along with just their questions about their online form, makes you wonder how good they'll be, and this will be a great establishing map for that group.
I'm right there with you. Complete and utter agreement. But it's Dust 2 that we begin this journey, and Cloud9. Okay, let's see what you got. 5 players pushing to the top of middle. Breeze very patiently tucked around long doors. He's going to get a lot of bodies coming for him. Floppy just gets deleted, and Stanislaus seems so ready for this. I mean, they pushed with absolute conviction, and they got dookie. But he even got a kill. They didn't even have to throw any of their flashbangs. Look at EG keeping all the utility as Breeze finds 3 frags, and that's an early T-side pistol.
Wow, what can you say about that one? Yeah, they're going to buy right up into the AKs. It's just great stopping the pushes. It's a totally legitimate strategy to try to run it up mid, but not anticipating 2 people to be there. Always trying to catch the late player who is watching for the lower push is normal. But yeah, not expecting someone to be on the back of doors. Just a nice layer of defense to add on to that kind of default that we don't often see.
Hey, why not? Run it again. Try once more. Stan, ready as ever. Shirk and Ethan are going to chime in with a couple of kills, so that's 2 rounds back-to-back with 0 deaths for EG.
That's an instant Elliott stat. Every single player from Cloud9 has died at the top of mid so far this game.
Get it in early.
Yeah, do it early. All right. Well, yeah. I mean, the biggest thing working against them, of course, is the fact that they have no kills. 0 and 2 on every single player on Cloud9. No economic damage whatsoever. Great guns here for EG as well. They don't have to upgrade anything because they don't have any SMGs.
Ooh, that's a big one. Sonic's able to pick up the kill blind. That was such a clash, but a blinded clash. Nobody could really have eyes on their opponent outside of Long. And in the end, it's Breeze to go down. Now, Modem also dies on the very same corner, so they just exchange it 4 versus 4. All the while, Tarek, well, he went into the tunnels early, so he's gotten down to the bottom of middle, and he's been here for a few seconds now.
The commitment there. Cost him a player. A few nades from both sides, though. And ultimately, going 1 for 1's not so bad for either side. It's obviously difficult to play 4v5 on the CT side, 4v4. It's Dust 2. Things get a little bit more interesting. Most maps maybe strongly favoring the T side. Sonic, just praying it doesn't spread. And it seems like he is. Yeah, he's in it. And he's out of it. He's done. He got burnt to a crisp, smoldered. And all the while, EG have taken B. He was going to be the support for the mid to B setup. It was a majority tunnels push. And he had to focus on himself in that situation. Just no hope.
Yeah, while he was trying to run around in CT spawn, there was a potential for a hold. Floppy was actually kind of tucked into the Humvee spot over on B bomb site. But like you said, it was a majority tunnel push from Evil Geniuses. 3 players walk in, 3 players walk through. Floppy comes up empty-handed. So still sitting on the goose egg alongside Modem. The first casualty of this round. Remember, it was just that very quick initial long presence from both teams that got us to the 4v4, and then the 3-man walkout onto the B site is what really sealed it off. So 3-0 the start from Evil Geniuses. They're having an easy day so far, but their day has just begun. You know, this is the equivalent of sipping their coffee.
Yeah, just having the morning cup of Joe. Maybe put a little turmeric in it. Throw some coconut oil in it. Bulletproof coffee. It's a good way to start your day, but it's a very clean way to start off a cat push. Jumping off top the heads. From the high ground is JT. And we know how volatile that previous setup can be for the B player. It's obviously hoping that it's going to be A, so EG make a great read, and another read to follow up the beginning of the next round. We've got Tarek with that opening kill. OC is going to spot one on his upper push. Ethan, very sharp to kill him. Well, now, it's Floppy who has to fall back into the site just to make sure he's responsible, because there's no one to help him defend mid. Yeah, Modem's up top, but someone could have walked out of the mid doors. Actually, like Floppy going to try to collect some information here and just hope that they respect that they've seen him playing inside of B.
Yeah, there's a chance.
Oh, man.
That, what's up?
It's really nice from EG here, rocking it all the way back to Long. There's a double cat setup, but...
And I'd say rocking it back also in their entirety. You know, everybody from Evil Geniuses come over, not really giving any room, any margin of error for Cloud9 to try and exploit. So those 2 players who were boosted decide to move forward despite the utility being used on A. Tarek tucked in behind the barrel, ready to execute whoever comes his way.
It seems like their prerogative. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, going all the way around. Probably one of these situations, Tarek goes, God damn it. I was holding this angle for like 45 seconds. And of course, they just circumvented the whole operation. Did they start making noise? Yeah, Tarek, he has now more of an even bout to go off of this, trying to run from the second fight. But with the name tag, since the bomb has gotten planted, they're just going to go ahead and try to chase Floppy and Modem down.
Yeah, they leave just Stan over towards bomb to make sure it blows up. But this is the 4-0 start for Evil Geniuses. So, hey, we all came into this. We were kind of doubting them. Recent results puts things in question. But this has been a phenomenal start to Dust 2. Yeah. They have not seemed challenged at all. Even with the upper tunnel push this round, you saw Ethan's crisp kill shut it down. They take the initiative with the 2-player boost on Catwalk. Tarek, who's constantly been in the lower tunnels early, instantly catches that. Tough start for the boys in blue.
Yeah, there was no doubt an advantage no matter what happened there, because Cloud9 were down 3-5. But it was great from EG to stack up towards Long together specifically. Even though technically B would have been the better site, they played it super safe by trying to avoid any targets, knowing that Floppy was probably going to be in there. So yeah, very smart play from EG so far. Meeting it with just like The aim.
Wow.
Ethan, yeah, he's been doing great. He stopped the push before. OC on the fallback through the door once more because he doesn't want to have to retake. The site's been taken, though. 3 to 4, this is pretty even. Oh, 2 ops on the retake. They're going to fall off this super quickly if they don't get the kill. Whoa, yeah.
That one there. It's the big pick from OC. Double man advantage. Tarek starting to think about getting aggressive here. The outside molly means that the CTs had to play back, so it's not like they're gonna barrel stuff him if he tries to peek the window. I like this. The same initiative that gets OC his pick on the retake is the same kind of mood that gets Tarek on the move. JT comes inwards, and both Tarek and Ethan die here. Just enough time for the defuse to come through. Cloud9 calculated. Cloud9 making it onto the scoreboard.
Yeah, they punch in those digits. That was a good second flash to make sure our car player couldn't peek no matter what. Even though I think our second opper had to run through the door blind on that retake, just committing to create space. He doesn't even end up dying because this the other players are blind on the site. Tarek needed to win his duel, of course, to help Ethan stay alive. But there was also a window man to come in for insurance. So a lot of ways that Cloud9 could pull that off. And I swear if they hadn't given up that big box kill before the retake had begun, they probably would have just thought about saving if nothing happened from outside the site.
Yeah, I'd say that's a fair prediction. Definitely helped that OC was able to get those op shots. You know, he said it in the interview pre-match that he believed the reason that they were able to win versus Evil Geniuses is maybe EG kind of wrote them off. Didn't expect them to put up such a fight, and he did not expect that to happen this time around. So I like that, you know, a single victory, not enough to consider themselves clear favorites.
You absolutely must appreciate that, like the self-awareness in that statement.
Oh, nice. OC, quick little flick. Even despite Ethan peeking from the right side, which is not where he was holding, but I mean, Stanislaw, this is the big play. He's come up through middle. They execute JT. OC compromised, and so he peeks into the scope of Cirque. They had crept up from what I can only imagine was a CT smoke, and JT maybe not sounding the warning bells fast enough for this B site to be ready for that close split. Stanislaw cracking it open, and even then, OC, he did take a couple bodies with him, but just way too much to ask of him to be attacked on B from both directions.
Yeah, Cloud9, Evil Genius is very diverse about the approaches so far with the A site. A few different looks right now. They're doing a great job of holding for the pushes, and now are doing a great job of turning themselves into the aggressor. And yeah, limited on information were Cloud9 when they walked out of mid. Stanislaw loves to pull off these aggressive lurks. Coming through the door, he enables Cirque to finally win that duel with OC backside, who looked like he would have had it locked up. If Stan didn't win his duel, it's maybe a different game. And it comes down to the fact that they're able to press that split to really compromise the opper. Just, you know, it makes OC's job go from easy to impossible in a sense, right? Because now Cirque hears that. He knows exactly where the peek's coming from. He finally doesn't have to peek into OC holding him. And yeah, the tables turn. 5 to 1 up, and this is already a pretty sick match from both sides. It's cool to see that the preparation appears to be paying off in dividends for Evil Geniuses. And Cloud9, will they be able to adapt, knowing that some of their game plan appears to be obvious to Evil Geniuses?
I like that they're moving around OC quickly, trying to reposition him to maybe screw with the setups of EG. When they went with the tower stack and set their eyes into tunnels, well, Tarek had something to say about it. But OC welcomes them inwards. There is a couple of players for Cloud9 on the other side of mid doors as well, so trying to keep them from going for any sort of a split, but Cirque finds the sliver of a peek he needed. 5 versus 4 here from Evil Geniuses. The sniper starts it off, and it seems the T's are going to double back over towards long. They started this half with consistency out this doorway, but they've kind of let it falter these last couple of rounds. I hope for Cloud9's sake that JT's ready for this one.
Yeah, I mean, unless he goes superhero mode, he's not going to get more than 1 kill right now. The 2 people walking out, the first frag goes down. They have all of the people necessary to trade. Whoa, nice second spray down, and they aren't even attacking him anymore. There's going to be a player on the site that gets the opportunity to help him out, but he'll now fall back. Cirque can lock down this angle while they attempt to boost onto the site. 3-on-3 situation. It's all a little bit more winnable now thanks to JT's heroic efforts.
So really big timing for them to go for that boost right away, because you can see OC position himself down Cat. There's still that threat of Ethan, and the hammer of Cirque just comes pounding down. He sees another player towards Cat, peeks out and drops him too. So Cirque has done it all. Floppy tries to creep through the smoke and he's gonna find no footing. That's a 4-piece for Cirque. He was the man who traded out the pit player, swapping back to the op after he used the AK right here. And then, look at this.
Man, he's looking quick, wicked quick. OC, oh my. We had the bomb plant to bait out that grenade, and that allowed Cirque to take the shot once again, avoiding having to duel OC straight up. And that's the beauty of this game, of course, that if you're smart enough, you don't have to take a fair fight.
The Bulgarian Bulldozer going for the triple boost now inside of B tunnels. And I think this is actually a decent call, because we have had rounds where OC was back on plat. This not going to be one of them, of course, just the pistols. His scout is over towards mid. Trying to get some information through the doors, but Evil Geniuses have just fallen quiet.
I do like pulling off a gimmick at the beginning of the round like this too, when you know that the other team is saving, provided you have all of the pushes locked down. That's Breeze to chime in early. Nice frag from OC. Floppy up top. Potential here for him, especially if Modem helps him out. He stays alive.
Damn, Floppy's gonna get one close with the Deeg. And Cloud9, all right, we figured out the solution. Just don't buy. Pistols working out early in round number 8 here for Cloud9. Just kind of corralling EG over towards the B site. And it's not even like Cloud9 forced the hand of Evil Geniuses. Some sort of, sometimes in those sorts of rounds, it's because a couple of kills don't go your way that you fall into the trap that Cloud9 are steps ahead. But no, EG, they wanted B from the beginning. They tried it in the end, and it doesn't work out. So a fast track for Cloud9 back into the gun rounds.
Yeah, agreed. I think you described the whole situation perfectly. Now, OC going up from a scout. Sonic also has a scout in this round, and it looks like he really wants to take a fight, but at the same time, more so doesn't want to die. He's not going to overextend in this spot. Op coming his way. I really want to know, is Sir going to take this straight up duel? Because him and his team have been doing such a great job of making it hard for OC to take a fair fight versus Sir. He's once again trained on another angle. They seem to be aware that he could be there. They're not fighting just yet. So how do they game the situation?
Smoke down to face Stan. He decides to sprint through it. That definitely gave a chance for OC to establish a 5v4. Stanislav fears not your op. He runs right by you. Now beckoning his teammates to come join him. This is 4 members of Evil Geniuses up on the catwalk. They're going to have the utility to try and make OC uncomfortable. He decides to start running forward. They use flashbangs, but he doesn't seem to give a damn. He's got the op back on cycle as Sonic lends his cannon out, and that means 5v3. OC doesn't have to extend around the corner, can just tuck back into the depths of Goose. He's going to get baited out, though. Ethan able to close the kill. Get up close, and Cirque with a headshot versus JT. 3v3, right back into it. And Ethan's bomb plant's going to be over for the catwalk, where EG have some control. Now, Breeze is being pinched from both the top and bottom of mid. He's hiding behind the boxes. Floppy's trying to come out and help him, Modem that is, to get the kill. There we have it. They're able to find them all. Sonic, the last one was versus Ethan. From a 5 versus 3 to a 3 versus 3 to a 3v0 close.
Yeah, nice job dealing with all of those trades. It really felt like Cloud9 were going to lose. But I was wondering, based on Sonic's spot, how come OC dies? Because I felt like Sonic was being more aggressive watching the cross, but it looks like the master plan above all else was just stay alive for this retake, even though they were doing such a great job on the initial trade. So yeah, the patience pays off there for Cloud9, and EG lose another round kind of 5-manning it up into a different choke point. That previous round on B, as they try to enter versus the pistols didn't go so well. Cloud9 definitely doing a good job of finding trades. And it felt like for a while, they were a bit scared of pulling off these rotates that were necessary to stop these 5-man attacks. But now they're looking a bit more fluid and a bit more confident. One goes unnoticed.
This is their chance to bring it back quickly. Stop the bleeding. Cirque's form's looking great. And that's always, I think, a key piece for EG.
Yeah.
If you would have had to have chosen a winner, let's say you were participating in the DreamHackPick'em.com challenge, tell me, Launders,
Theoretically.
who would your choice have been?
My choice probably... Man, I'd really have to mull over that. I don't want this to be a thing where I'd like really think about this because I know it's just kind of funny, but I think I'd pick Cloud9. I think I would have picked Cloud9 before the match started, but now that we're into it, I feel like Evil Geniuses definitely look very, very good.
Well, Breeze is looking great on this ramp. It was a good look for him, but he only finds that one kill. There was also some pressure going on towards the ramp, but I mean, all of this conversation towards the A site, not even really important, because Stanislaw has snuck the bomb into the B site in a 4 versus 3 moment. And of course, this will ensure a 7th round for Evil Geniuses. So 7-3 is what we are looking at. And obviously Cloud9 just looking to walk away here with their 3 remaining members. This is just a great T side so far. I like that it's not hyper aggressive. It doesn't seem overly rushed. We're not getting messy Counter-Strike in this matchup. It's just been pretty clean cookie cutter kills for Evil Geniuses and great calls.
Yeah, I think that hits the nail on the head. It's always clean calling from EG in that perspective. They play very pragmatically. You can tell exactly what Stanislaw is trying to get out of a round every single time they do it. Oh, that's knocked off, which is kind of nice for Cloud9. But what I really like to highlight especially is I think Evil Geniuses are doing a good job of conditioning Cloud9 to be scared about rotating with once again pulling off another fake. Working on map control that is inconsequential in the grand scheme of their plan for the round. And I think more teams need to do that, where if you don't do that, then you're going to have CTs way too comfortable moving 5 towards the site or 4 towards the site or cheating players over. And if Evil Geniuses continue to throw and try to sell these fakes, then Cloud9 will have no choice but to either gamble rotation blindly or just stick to their sites and play passive and scared, which is what EG are trying to get them to do.
Sonic just keeping his head tucked here.
Yeah, but so far, definitely fighting for information. Good to see the early cap presence. Late boosts are always good too, especially when Evil Geniuses think you've fallen back. And they run down mid. 2 CTs fall back to the A site. They still maintain long control. I don't think there's going to be any surprises for EG on this setup. What can OC do?
Was closed doors. Decides to go back into the window. He lays down a Molotov towards tunnel, so he just has to keep his eyes forward. The second shot connects, but there's 2 more. Next up, very close. Sonic as well, but OC just sticks it through Tarek. No scope. Skewered the man. He is going to be used as a warning sign for anybody else who tries to show up on that B bomb site. Tarek just posted on a pokey stick outside the window. God, that's horrifying.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, wow. Nasty. To the window. Just a blind shot wall. To the window. Wow. Wow. Well done by Sonic to help out in that 2-1-2 situation. Make it feel more like a 2-3 almost. Oh. Hello,
Stan.
Yeah, not wasting time. He's only got the Glock. Surprised how little damage he took from that.
He's already a cat. I love this. He's so... Whoa.
Wow. I was going to say, shout out to OC, though. It feels like he's missing about half of his shots, but he's still putting himself in good spots to get kills and being very impactful, even though EG are drawing up these strategies to really work around his presence.
Fair, I agree with you there. It's like, it's even though he is missing those first shots, he's constantly in positions to pick it up. So not giving them too much. Even if it gives them a little bit to work with, he still follows with the next kills, and that is what's most important. Keeping himself alive, locking out Evil Geniuses, and trying to claw back this scoreline because they are within 2. 7 still for Evil Geniuses. Cloud9 to 5 and a buyback for EG. I loved that last round from Stan, how quickly he got up to the catwalk, even though all he had was a Glock. No utility, nothing. He was able to get onto Cat, pressured the utility out of the A players, had them fall off of their positions. So, I mean, with nothing to lose, he created space. Funny how that happened. This time, it's out from long A that Evil Geniuses immediately decide to fight for. Couple of smokes on each corner is what gets Sonic back into the bomb site. That's going to give him a line towards Pit. Lucky to be alive as he is shot by the scout. A second player down to sub 50. And now Stan finding JT just as he trades out Tarek. Stanislaus trying to cross through the smoke, but he has 8 HP. Barely alive. Breeze here to trade it if needed. And Sonic tucked back behind the boxes. He doesn't pull the trigger despite being blind, and that's gonna pay off for him. Stanislaus creeps right into the scope. Cirque has to plant this bomb in the 3 versus 3, but the entirety of Cloud9's coming in from Catwalk.
They've maintained a good amount of utility to pull off this retake, and they have been good on these retakes.
Yeah, they throw the smoke first, goes down in front of them. Molotov, mandatory towards Goose to try and burn a player out. Now these flashbangs are going to enable the first 2 to try and take their peak, so they have to find their kills because the timings are dwindling, and so are their lives. An 8 for Evil Geniuses as they lock down the line.
Yeah, some very good counter utility. The timings there as they're crossing elbow, calling out their grenades that they did have left over. Breeze does get mollied out of his spot, but not to the point where he has to expose himself and makes sure not to overextend in that very moment, so they can really play it their own way and time their flash when they feel is best, not just right away. And poor Floppy. This is the life of a B player, to get tagged crossing mid sometimes at no fault of your own. Smokes down at mid and he still gets hit up. They don't know that he's hurt. If they did, they'd probably rush him, knowing he has a FAMAS as well. But it still might count for a lot. A versus an A or B take, if he's going to be one of the players retaking.
Ooh, Bogdan's Law. Floppy on an op. That's a treat.
Floppy. Flappy.
Ricky Kamari.
If he ever wanted to do it. Yeah. I feel like that could be the name of a Tiger King. It'd be like Bird King, Ricky Canaries.
Yeah.
The avian god.
Would it surprise you if Ricky just lived in a birdcage?
Not even a little bit, for some reason.
Ooh. Well, listen, he's not the only one tagged down. He gets Ethan to 17, takes to the top side of Pit, or rather Plat, and he's smacked back by Breeze, who finishes off the kill. Ethan, all the while, just serving as an anchor here at the base of mid. He hears JT stomping around, but JT's direction tells him everything he needs to know. Cloud9 are calling this off. They are forfeiting a 9th round to EG, and they're gunning for that 15th. 9-6, best case scenario for Cloud9.
Yes, best case Ontario. They do make the best of a bad situation there. And Floppy, did he like somebody else? There's an assist on that kill. Sure.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so tough for him, you know, getting tagged down so low just really makes it difficult to fight, and not even sure that EG knew he was tagged on his way on the cross. If they did, they were cheating. So I think they just made one of their plays towards B. This time it works out well. They did get that tag confirmed later once they hit the site, and Floppy makes the most of it by getting a kill in the first place. Teammate can't help him out there, and it's a crazy half so far. I mean, Cloud9 definitely are playing well, and EG still have 9 rounds and 4 rounds over them. I think it would be most fitting if Cloud9 won this. I think that would be an adequate description of how the half went by the numbers.
All right. Well, let's see if they can end it where they started. A little bit of aggression to the top of middle. Modem is on his own. Yeah, great grenade. Cirque and Tarek softened up. But Modem decides not to go anywhere further than the barrels here at the top of mid, so doesn't want to offer his life away. Don't blame him. Stanislaus gonna charge right into the bomb site, finds Floppy behind the column. Tarek trades it straight away. Cirque, he's already posted for the window kill, but the flashbang allows OC to get the best of him with a scout. A 4 versus 3, and they have JT so quickly coming in behind the tunnels. that could serve as an issue here because I don't think it's going to slow things down too much. But if they wait too long, Breeze is going to start shooting him in the back of the head. He cuts off the 2 towards door. Now OC has to turn back around, and he's the 3rd to hit the floor. Modem's flank is all they had to work with, and Evil Geniuses give them nothing in the 15th round. They bully their way into the B site. They bully their way through the first half, and they'll have double the score of Cloud9 when we come back from the break.
My brothers all trap, yeah, my brothers all trap. From legit to their packs, know my brothers make racks. Know my brothers make racks. Reinvest and make back, kinda up and then stack. Kinda up and then stack. They ain't really on that, man, them brothers love chat. Man, them brothers just chat. Evidence disappear like a snap like that. Fabricating like you're shutting it down. If you call that, know your head just spun round. Them man like devil money talking that sound. Mute sign language wouldn't help them work out. Man, I bossed myself approved for how long? Been in the beans coming 9 years done. Been doing what the nickel man are now on. Another 9 of the levels, I'm gone. In a spaceship, Lord knows I've been patient. Putting work like a grave shift. 05 running with my brothers on the pavement. Whipping the re-up, stuck in the agents. Back to the yard where that's something so fragrant. Smell it on road, though we had it in the basement. Tried to conceal it, but it's too blatant. Pit for the pagans, making the statements. Man, it's all mud. It's all mud. My only got raided, all for the packs. All for the packs. Cody's being was a rat, trying to get a man back. But you don't do it like that, almost got a man rap. Man, I swear it's all facts, so my brothers all trap. It's all facts, 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 my brothers all trap. My brothers all trap. From the jet to the packs, your brothers all chat. Your brothers all chat. Get ready on that, your brothers all trap. It's all facts, my brothers all trap. Yo, so faction, my brothers all trap. Yeah, my brothers all trap. From the jit to the packs, know my brothers make racks. Know my brothers make racks. That's why their bellies all fat. Tell them haters all rat. Tell them haters all rat. To Popo, we not chat. Let them others do that. We let them others do that. And trust we'll get that done back. No hands will get slapped. Got brothers making money off roads. It's ironic trees making paper though. Got brothers making dough off O's. They getting bread and I ain't talking about loads. Got other brothers making pee off clothes. Cut from a coffin, we don't heave on hoes. Got other brothers making pee off shows. Getting at people high fives makes foes. And it's flagrant. From our crafts how we made it. Hit a baker, cut cake. And there wasn't a way, so a brother
We've arrived at the second half of the 10-5 scoreline, and that is Cloud9 at the disadvantage. Not the best place to be, but hell, it's on the T side of Dust 2. We've seen crazier things happen. And individually speaking, I don't think there was anything wrong with Cloud9. I think Evil Geniuses were just on the better game plan. We had some strong pushes into the B bomb site. We had some great flanks, especially to finish off the half. But let's see if they can bring it back. Trying to charge into the B site. They are able to get that front runner, but there's still a player towards platform. Oh, he's down for the count. A man advantage up here for Cloud9 because Floppy gets the 2-piece. Breeze just already trying to throw his line of vision over towards the site. He wants to plant her first and foremost. Then he'll deal with the 2 duos over towards that car. Ooh, Floppy. Oh, still up, but OC's gone down. One tap between the eyes from Breeze. Cirque gets Floppy close. He's into the clutch. 1v1, and he's got the cover for the win. Goes for the kit, doubles back, and takes EG to 11.
Dude, I know EG are at 11, but this feels super close, and you're just seeing sick stuff from both sides right now. I love how they make it after that. Tarek stops them kind of dead on their tracks, spots the bomb, gets rotated an early 2 kills. This retakes looks difficult. Breeze plays with prescience, knowing where the fights are going to come exactly when, baiting him out with his teammate in window, eventually winning the duels. I really love this matchup so far, and if this ends up being a very one-sided game, I'd be worried, that this might hurt Cloud9's confidence. But I think as it stands, as an unbiased, impartial spectator from the outside, I feel like Cloud9, this is making me look forward to the next maps. So we'll see if they keep their head in the game and have more of a go at it here on Dust 2, because I think there's still some fight in them.
Yeah, there's some fight, but Evil Genius is doing a good job of just kind of kicking it out of them at the moment. I mean, that one tap from Breeze was the equivalent of a curb stomp. Poor man never saw it coming. Floppy, whoa, hey now. Already, so quickly up into that B bomb site. So anything that Evil Geniuses thought they had established with that pistol round is now thrown out the window.
One axiom of Counter-Strike that I'd always be telling myself is that two entries can win a round, and that's always going to be true in CS. And part of the reason that we love this game so much is just, you know, a crazy individual play like that with some good supporting flashes can make it so there's just no chance to retake. There's not enough time to get in positions. So nicely done by Floppy. He makes he squeezes water from stone there, and his teammates on Mac 10s didn't even have to help out, let alone go first.
14-2-9 is Breeze. 13-3-7 is Cirque right now. Very elite. I like that with these team cameras, we've now discerned that both Chaos and Cloud9, they have you know, a clear 4 favorites. 5th guy's never on screen. Where are they keeping him?
Yeah, that's so true.
Floppy looking real limp after that one. Through the door.
They get it long. They get the 1 kill back immediately. Floppy's probably very angry at the moment, but they got long control. Look at this. The whole fight's turned to this side of the map. They've cut off everything else. Nothing else matters at the moment. No one's even fighting for information towards mid for the CT side. So all in on this, and they're all correct.
The money I would pay for Floppy reactions to stuff like that. Give me the comms. As it just trails off into the distance. Man. Now listen, there's still no bomb plant at the moment, but Cloud9 trying to get their feet over towards this A site. Counter-terrorists throwing themselves into the smoke, and OC's gonna punish Ethan for that. But Stanislaw,
does he know?
He's going around both of them, and they are already deciding to go up towards ramp, so he has it in the bag. Stan the man. 6-round advantage here for Evil Geniuses over Cloud9.
Oh my God.
It feels so good to see things like that happen. I don't know. You can hate on the Dust 2 mid doors all you want, but you can't get anything like that on any other map.
Definitely. Yeah, the 1 tap down mid. I mean, that's what's most satisfying. Scout shot through the door, super sick. But yeah, like the hasty rotations from Evil Geniuses, just trusting themselves.
No, I think it's
completely.
We'll have to return to this because I don't think Cloud9 are going to slow down here. Already starting to smoke off CT spawn. JT and Floppy just chilling on the CT side of the doors.
Yo, this is not a bad place to be holed up. Like the B-site players are like, they're in like quarantine right now, but they've got all the entertainment they need. They've got 3 friends with them. And even if this is going to be a B split, they're not in bad spots to defend. And you don't being in the site's actually okay. It depends on if you can protect your player's going to peek window. That's what it'll come down to. And it doesn't seem like there's going to be majority tunnels or anything like that. But they've actually decided to rock it back. They just wanted to see if anybody would come and try to take back mid. Maybe they've called out Ethan going towards B and see that there's only 2 on A. Not sure what they saw.
A very clear route towards this A bomb site. We're at that 40-second mark, and it's the entirety of... Oops.
Oh.
Yeah. Let's just ignore that one.
All in all, not so bad. I guess they didn't take much damage, but yeah, they had the bomb plan for free. I don't even know. They're definitely going to move in for this retake, right? Long control still not a bad place to be, but they don't have enough info on Cat.
No, so they're going to have to get it. Either the information or the kills. Seems as though they won't find either. Well, that's not true. They've got a lot of information. There's a bunch of bodies up here, and they can't get through them. Stanislaw even tries his hand, but that's the 3rd casualty of the round. So this one kind of falls flat. A bit of an oddity in my mind. You know, we had EG take that long control, stack up on the B site. Tell me, why did that look so weird?
Yeah, so I think what happened that I didn't get to notice was when they tagged up Ethan, they saw his rotation towards B, and then once they stood at mid and held it, no one coming back to recollect information, they thought, well, we know how many players are left on A. So I think what they were expecting was the 3B setup, 1 outside window, 2 inside B, and then maybe 1 on the ramp and 1 at long, which just makes A the better site to take. I didn't think they thought it would be as clean as nobody on the A site, but Evil Genius has decided once again to kind of gamble on the CT side.
Well,
okay.
Wow.
Wow.
Let's get that one queued to the highlight reel. Just the definition of a drive-by through the telephone pole, and Cirque brings it back through his own enemies. Lines up 2 bodies, drops them down. Let's see, Cirque, he's on that 3K. He is playing on top of the bomb, but Sonic and Floppy are coming over here to try and take it back from him. He's probably thinking over his dead body, which seems to have been easily added to the dog pile of corpses here on doors. Stanislaw coming in from the back.
He'll get an upgrade, and he'll get a chance to catch him. Once that's it, that's the bomb dropped. He's got a flash. Will he re-peek immediately? Yes. He spotted a car. Oh, but his aim, not quite good enough, and Sonic gets behind cover.
Yeah, he had to go for the tap fire there. You could hear the magazine running dry. Sonic was flashed. Cirque taking 2 at the end there. Modem and OC almost making it a little bit too easy for him, but that's a big one for Cloud9 to pick up, because look at the economic result of it all. A smoke grenade for Stan and 5 USPs.
True, and that, Cirque gets 3, almost gets 4. Stan almost wins the 1v2, but we can see the repercussions of losing, of course. Economic travesty.
Middle pushed, and middle dealt with swiftly. Floppy, 3-piece, Stanislaw on his own. I was saying earlier, I hope they don't actually change mid doors too much, because honestly, it's a rite of passage for every Counter-Strike player to get wrecked through mid doors at least once. Do you remember the first time somebody sniped your head off as you crossed to the B site? I mean,
this is the kind of moments you can't forget.
No.
They stay with you. Memories, good or bad, are memories. They make you who you are.
They're a reason we are who we've become in terms of Counter-Strike, friends. Remember to the fond days exploring the dusty tunnels of Dust 2 and Mirage.
Yeah,
the 12 versus 12 casual mic spams. Oh, isn't it all so lovely?
True, yeah. Bring back halftime trash talk. No, I mean, it affects me in my daily life. Now when I cross by doors, I jump across. Inside of malls, I mean, wherever. You can never be too careful.
Whoa, another blind headshot. This time it doesn't go the way of Cloud9, favoring rather Breeze. Ethan tucks back behind the car, loses his teammate. He's gonna have to come up with a multi-frag, because even with that 5 versus 4, losing the B site in its entirety, never a good look for the defense. Evil Genius is already having to contemplate a save. They just got back into the gun rounds, and they're gonna have to taper off here.
See this 5-10 half, but they still are in it. Even Evil Genius is winning the pistol round. It's for some reason Cloud9. They look totally like locked in. That entire first half, even into the second half, never scared. They obviously, after the pistol round, Floppy got the 2K entry, and yeah, Evil Genius is still alive in this game and look like they came close to winning a couple of the last rounds in this half as well. But that's all to say that this game will be close more than anything else. Glad to see Cloud9 still retaining faith in themselves.
Bomb pops off, everybody survives. 2 rounds, the deficit. Cloud9 still looking good though. Again, I'm not surprised to see this score start to even out, because at no point during that first half did Cloud9 on an individual level really look out of it. Just seemed like Evil Geniuses were kind of skating around them, hitting them from the outside, keeping that arm's reach, little jab, poke, undercut.
Yeah.
Poke, jab. Hit me with it.
Well, okay. B Anchor Life. Floppy averages 0.75 kills per round in the last 6 months, but that dropped to 0.61 on Dust 2. And that's all to say it's very boring as a B-side anchor, and it's also not very glamorous even when they do come to B. You still might only get a kill, if that. Sometimes you only get 0.75 of a kill, or even less. And that is the life of a B anchor, partly because you get tagged going to B, partly because no one wants to fight you.
Which is both a good and bad thing.
Yeah.
No opponents, but no fun. OC, having a hell of a day. Goes peeking out through long doors, catches Cirque. It costs him a bunch of health, but it's the pickup nonetheless. Sonic out through the middle doors. He's going to have Tarek just towards CT spawn, and Stanislaw, not feeling threatened by the tunnels, actually comes down here to set the crossfire. Now, there's a third set of eyes in Ethan's op over towards CT cross that could also lend a helping hand, but the smoke grenades are now going to deny the chance of that. Tarek, he could decide to run through this with the help of a flash, but he too blasted back. It's Cloud9 with another sweep from mid to B, bomb in tow. And only one round to go if they're going to tie this at 12.
Is Sonic a genius? He knows exactly what he can get away with there. He gets that first kill after Stanislaw throws the smoke aggressively at him, kind of knowing exactly how much vision he'd still have. And then after he kills Stanislaw, moves right into the mid to be set up perfectly. Doesn't even overexpose himself to Tarek. We've seen so many players die on that angle. Yeah, total control here. He's in the driver's seat of his life, which is more than a lot of us can say for ourselves.
Whoop. Ethan gunning for it. Good job killing Sonic. That's going to increase his chances of surviving. They're still hunting him, and he is on the run. He's sprinting through the underbrush, jumping over logs, and then they find him hiding in the cave, covered in mud. Ethan's op down for the count. Cloud9, 4 survivors at the end of that one. They do pick up his AWP as well. This was that first pick. Cirque actually gets his shot, but it's not a final blow.
Yeah, the leg. My leg. And yeah, economically speaking, Cloud9 have had a fantastic half. They won the second round on the low buy. They won a very critical 1v1 to allow them to force Evil Geniuses to save. Since then, they've basically been able to elicit the maximum amount of saves out of Evil Geniuses from the rounds they've won. So they've had the least friction, the least resistance on the road back to tying up. And it seems like this will be the round that happens.
Flash high. They see nothing. Now they're going to see it. JT a little bit deeper here towards the spawn, trying to dodge the deagle shots. Cirque now on his own, hyperextended up to the top of middle. And just as he sees the shoulder of Modem, that's when JT gives him more to fire back at. God, that's so rude. Cirque was looking for the kill and spawn. JT stays tucked. Cirque decides to finally try and get a meal somewhere else. And then JT comes swinging. So,
and EG don't...
EG what?
They just don't seem to have the same fire that Cloud9 do on their ecos. They're
fair point.
Trying.
Yeah, I don't see 5 players running up to the top of middle. You know, whether or not that's a good idea, it's a tenacious
sometimes
idea.
It falls on his face, but yeah, it's tenacious. Turok. Great N64 game. Even better CSGO player.
This is uncompressed TRK.
TRK with vowels. The Turkish TRK.
Doesn't work. Poor guy. Tries to get close with the 5-7, instead loses his head. So just a 1 casualty versus Cloud9. And hey, I feel like just as calmly as we saw Evil Geniuses double up the score of Cloud9 in the first half, we've kind of just managed to get here. 12-12, all tied up. Only 2 rounds for EG on this defense so far. We're now looking at 6 in a row from Cloud9. Where's the response, boys? Where's the answer, Evil Geniuses? Where's the fire? Let's see some wild antics, perhaps. Something's gonna have to change. Or else next thing we realize, it's just gonna be the 16th for Cloud9 and map 1's in the back pocket as we move to the next.
It's true. At the end of the day, the only scoreline that we're going to remember is the one at the end. So,
you know, I mean,
Hunter likes to say, "What are you made of?"
What are you made of? I do like saying that.
Good one.
But correct me if I'm wrong. We just have kind of been slowly working our way to the scoreline, right? I haven't seen fireworks in this matchup really. A couple of times we've had some highlights, but moments, not wild, explosive moments. That could have been the one I was looking for. Look at the damage that Tarek is able to do, but he still comes up empty-handed in terms of kills. It's just going to be another B crunch. Ethan deleted as Floppy doubles down through the windowsill, just chewing through a B hold yet once more. Breeze back onto the kill feed. He's gotten his 17th frag of the map, but this is Cloud9 in the lead, 13-12.
You got to play Zoomer Counter-Strike to stay good these days, to keep up. I mean, the pace at which games are going now, I think it especially has to do with the fact that it's online. Teams are playing a bit more quickly because then the netcode's going to be slightly in their favor. It means that you need to have that same attitude on the CT side. It doesn't mean that you need to rush up mid every round, because just being on one side doesn't necessarily mean you get all the advantages. It's just whoever peaks first. And this has already also been a game that favors the peaker. It just is heightened, obviously, online. And I think that it's just working really well for Cloud9 to keep the pace so high. Evil Geniuses were doing a lot of the same stuff. But on the CT side, unfortunately, that when it gets to the point where they're sitting in the site, wow. I think Evil Geniuses' expectations have always been subverted as to how far Cloud9 could have gotten after that last kill. Taking out Tarek. Tarek does so much damage too, which is what's really sad. But couldn't get into the B site. Make it when it matters. Tarek has more major MVP awards than he does round MVP awards today. That's a shame, huh? Wait, what's he at? They're 11-17. He's Let
me jump into the game real quick.
That's tough because like that round
0 MVPs.
That round specific. Well, I mean, he'd be tied if he had any more, right?
Yeah, fair point.
That round would have been. The thing is, that round could have had a huge impact.
Had one bullet connected to each of those players.
If one player had died plus some damage.
Whoa! Inside the fire, Sonic very quickly moves his feet right thereafter. JT and Modem just chewing up this mid play. Okay, Cloud9 aren't kidding.
No, they're not joking around.
No, they're you know, at first I thought it was
these
fun
are
in
major
games.
champions, by the way.
Right. Heard it here first. This is awesome. I mean, this is really cool. At first, I was just, I thought Cloud9 were going to get, some little T-side groove. We were going to see Evil Geniuses maybe adapt to what was being thrown. That was 6-7 rounds ago. This is now Cloud9 just dismantling the defense of Evil Geniuses. It basically looks like Cloud9 can do whatever the hell they want, and Evil Geniuses do not have the solution to stop them. We've had B splits, we've had cat hits, we've had them walk into the A bomb site with 0 frags going back the other way. And may I reiterate, this will now be their 8th round win in a row. 14-12 for Cloud9.
And yeah, they have taken the path of least resistance by winning all the correct rounds and getting a very lucky 1v1 to their name. But now that all that's said and done, they're also winning these substantially difficult rounds to win, just straight up off the mid control. And Evil Geniuses, you can't say they're not giving it new looks. They're in this round, in that previous round, attempting something brand new with that mid setup that's so aggressive. It just doesn't work out because Cloud9 are ready for what seems like anything. And it's going to be a full-on mid-control setup here for the CTs versus the Ts. Who gets the entry is Breeze.
Very nice. Trigonometry on the nade. Makes it happen. And then, of course, Tarek. Nice. He's going to be the player to extend this man advantage. Finally, a showing of life from Evil Geniuses. Is it too late, however? Again, huge spree of rounds coming out of Cloud9. They were once trailing 6-12. Now 14.
He just went in there, got the bomb, or he dropped his op, got the bomb, picked up another op, dropped the other op.
Just wasting money. It's like that time you and I went to Macau.
Yeah, that was definitely wasting money. I mean, it's for entertainment purposes. It was a very ephemeral experience. So, yeah, it's true.
Nice.
Oh wow. Okay.
Eric, this to me was a big one, just because we saw Breeze get the one and done, and it's not the first time Evil Geniuses have gotten an opening pick and then fumbled. So Tarek's play this round was a real difference maker. He lifted the curse. That spree of victories from Cloud9 comes to an end for now.
Oh, a big fake out here towards long. Evil Geniuses now no longer know if they've taken towards mid. They're actually reassessing the situation. But it's 2 going up on Cat by themselves with 1 going back to mid. So it's 2-on-2 setup. I wonder what this means for EG. Cloud9 do not know that they've fallen out of pit completely. So I think making presence there was a great idea for EG. And now that they've reassessed and gone back to mid, is Floppy going to get caught off guard?
Seems like OC will. Wow, Tarek still lucky to be alive. He was getting shot through the door. Floppy, he's had enough. He lets them get close just so that he can then start tearing them limb from limb. Finds the man flying around the catwalk, almost, again, dropping Tarek, which would have given Cloud9 the 4v3 they could have hit a site with. Cirque and Tarek not looking very comfortable over towards this A site. That's both of the Evil Geniuses who have lower health here on the site. Good night. Floppy comes up from catwalk, shuts it down, switching over to the AWP here so that he can try and cut off a rotator too. Bomb's been thrown as Modem goes back to plug the long play, but that's not where Evil Geniuses are coming in from. Stan, he's already worked past the cat smoke, taken some shots at Floppy. He's damaged, losing 90 health to the AWP before Ethan needs to 1v3, and he's not going to find anything either. Sonic locking it down with the last 2 kills. That's Cloud9 to take 15 with 2 map points.
Yeah, Floppy is proof that you don't have to hit the gym to be good at this game. Look at this kid, man. He's been amazing. And overall, Cloud9 played that perfectly. The mid, they actually go back to long after Evil Geniuses go back for their cat setup, and I don't know if they call it out totally. Another attempt at killing this pit player. He tries really hard. JT's done more incredible things in this game already. This what could be the last round of the game. Tarek ends up winning his duel. He's getting some redemption for some of the opening duels that he's lost. Come so close to winning in these previous rounds.
Yeah, don't forget that Floppy, he was the bold prediction choice of a couple of North America's top players in the top 20 of 2019. So he's predicted to break into the top of the scene this year. And I can understand why. 3 versus 3 attempt for Evil Geniuses to try and extend this first map. They had the 10-5 half before Cloud9 turned it upside down. And now could be just 2 kills away from closing. Sonic. Oh my, 22 and 12 to finish the map. They never found footing on the retakes, and Cloud9 do it. I love the resilience that they have shown here on their map choice. It would have been so easy to just roll over after being down 5-10, but that T side of Dust 2, a notorious beast. Awesome to see them picking up that first map. But of course, folks, there's still plenty of more Counter-Strike to come your way. We'll be heading over to Nuke, where Evil Geniuses look to make a move and then maybe train if we need that third one. We'll be back with the analysts after the break.